friends of the internet. I'm sitting on the good old hardwood floors right now. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Kathy, and I'm yet another 26-year-old YouTuber living in New York City. I'm also a corporate girly and a competitive athlete by trade, and you can also find me on Instagram where I post a lot more of my New York City life and other crap. Welcome to my ultimate New York City apartment makeover video. If you guys watched my recent New York City apartment moving guide or Unmakeover video, or my ultimate New York City apartment hunting guide, I recently moved out of my very first New York City apartment of 4.5 years. And I finally officially moved to my very first true one-bedroom apartment in New York City. Honestly, not to get all sentimental on you guys, like 30 seconds into this video, growing up as a child of immigrant parents, never ever in my wildest dreams did I think that I would be able to live in a place like this one that I'm going to show you guys today. But here I am at 26, making things happen after grinding for literally 5 long years post-college. So much gratitude for all of you guys. Okay, happy hour is over. I'm so excited. Let's show you guys this damn apartment. Welcome to my new apartment. Small detail, but I love these under the cabinet lights in the kitchen. And y'all, this south-facing view is to die for. You see all of Fidei, parts of the Hudson River, and you can even hilariously see the Statue of Liberty from here. The kitchen is such an upgrade from my old place. I finally have stainless steel appliances, which will be a hell of a lot easier to clean, and these white marble countertops are stunning. I no longer have to spend hours putting on and taking off marble contact paper like I did for my old place. The living room is nice and spacious with good lighting. We turn the corner and here's the bathroom, nice and simple. The bedroom is also nice and spacious. It has the same stunning windows and views as the living room. My favorite thing about the bedroom is this huge closet, which has plenty of storage space. I love me a blank slate apartment. I have so much to work with and so much to work on, so let's make over this place and make it feel like home. That afternoon, I have movers help me move my big furniture and boxes over. I kept some of my core furniture pieces, like this West Elm couch, because it's such a timeless classic, and I got it for such a cheap price when I first moved to New York City from Marketplace that I'll probably never let go of it unless I move away from New York City. My place looks like a nightmare right now, so let me just unpack and organize, and then we can get on to decorating. Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. One of my favorite upgrades from my last apartment to this new apartment is the kitchen. These counters are beautiful. Light finishes always just opens up a space and makes it feel like there is more light in a room. Makes the space feel bigger. I will say I am not a big fan of the dark finish cabinets. I'm more of like a light oak kind of birch wood girly, which kind of feeds into like that Japan-y aesthetic, if you know what I mean. But they're not a deal breaker for me. Some people prefer kind of a more secluded kitchen, which is like the one I had in my old apartment. But to me, it felt a little bit claustrophobic, especially when I was cooking with my roommate. There was hardly any wiggle room for us to kind of move around together. But this kitchen is more of like a open layout concept, which I quite like. All right, let's get on decorating. I'm a big coffee matcha person. I might create like a little coffee matcha bar corner thing. So we'll see what we come up. First things first, let's unbox some pots and pans. I got rid of my old ones because they were literally falling apart, and I got these beautiful white and wood ones. I feel like they might stain easier, but they were too pretty to not get, so I guess buy now, regret later, which is a terrible philosophy. Time to decorate and add color. Obsessed with this beautiful cookbook my friend got me, which adds a fun pop of bright yellow. Added some greenery and wine, because you never go wrong with wine. A holder for all my utensils that says utensils in case I forget what's supposed to go in there. I love me a good olive oil drizzler. That sounds weird. That is 100% not what you call this thing. This right corner counter is the perfect space for my matcha / coffee bar idea. Going to organize everything with the round bamboo tray holder thingy. Brought over my gooseneck kettle. Then I have my matcha whisk and holder and mixing bowl. And lastly, my Chemex for my daily pour over. And then I just added some greenery to the corner with a little planty boy. Adding some fun mitts for more color and a little wooden plate to hold fruit. And over here next to so I'm stacking my cutting boards. And here is the finished kitchen top setup. Something fun I wanted to add to my apartment this time around are neon lights. Found this ramen one that I thought was so fitting for the kitchen because ramen is literally one of my favorite foods of all time. It's super easy to hang. I just hammered in 2 small nails where the holes are in the light and hung up the light, and it is so perfect, so vibey. I'm kind of obsessed. If the right side is a little matcha corner, then this side is a little izakaya bar moment. I almost saw this mirror tray I have, but it ended up being the perfect bar tray for my cocktail making set. Even though I personally don't drink, it's a nice little corner to have to serve guests if I have any over, and to gaslight myself into thinking I actually have a social life. And here's my favorite part of all.
Alexa, turn ramen off.
Okay.
Alexa, turn ramen on.
Okay.
This, my friends, is the new living room. This couch I've had for like 5 years now, and it still looks pretty much brand new. Love how simple this is, so you can really spice it up with some decorative pillows, which is exactly what I did. I went to IKEA and bought some pillowcases and new square pillows. I chose green for a little pop of color and a beige as a neutral to balance it out. I actually did get a new lamp. The one rule: I do not turn on any of the bright overhead lighting. I am a warm light person. I am a soft light person. Just because when you're so susceptible to migraines, bright light actually triggers it. And also, it is not very aesthetic. I have moved some of my plants over. This stayed the same, but I made a couple of tweaks. What I am most excited to show you guys is actually this. I now have a TV setup. That is what I call lifestyle inflation. Your girl has been watching all her Netflix true crime documentaries on a tiny ass screen. I first thought about mounting my TV to the wall, but I had second thoughts after how hard it was to do all the repairs before moving out of my last apartment. I am trying to resist the urge to drilling huge ass holes into a wall. So my solution is to get a TV console. Honestly, I haven't seen a TV console since I moved out of my parents' home. A couple of benefits of a TV console: 1, it adds extra aesthetics to your apartment. 2, it provides extra storage. 3, it makes putting your TV so damn easy. So if you're looking for used furniture in New York City, Facebook Marketplace is the place to go. A new furniture piece I'm really excited about is my new coffee table. I love irregular shaped furniture. I think it really softens up a space. One of my favorite pieces of furniture now in this apartment. It is so stinking cute. It is a cloud-shaped coffee table. I have a dilemma, and it is called my rug dilemma. I don't know if I should get a rug or not. 1, I do think rugs, pros, they make a space feel complete. It feels a little bit more homey. Cons: I absolutely freaking hate cleaning rugs. Rugs get so dirty so easily. I think the reason why I like hardwood floors is it's really, really easy to clean. Kind of at an impasse. It's like missing something to make this floor area feel complete. I am debating. We shall see if I get a rug or not. Now that we have the basics down, we are going into decor territory. I did get these really cute irregular shaped vases. Yeah, I got these fake eucalyptus from IKEA. It's a little lopsided. For wall decor, I bought these 2 large birchwood frames from IKEA. I'm still art hunting, but I'm gonna make the markings of where I want these frames to sit above my couch. Hello, I finally got this, and you're probably like, what is in this triangular pyramid looking prism thing? And I believe these are my new poster prints. So let's unbox this. Ow! First one, it is kind of this vintage Japanese anime 90s style print. Just like a set of hands dipping into a pool. What a weird and unexpected thing to have art of. For some reason, it just feels so right. I will link the description down below. The name of the artist. This is the second piece. Some people have told me it looks a little bit creepy, but I kind of like it because it looks a little bit creepy. I kind of want to choose art that brought a little bit more color to my space. Most of the color in my space right now is from the plants that I have. For the most part, my furniture selection is very kind of Japan-y-esque. I didn't even know that was what that aesthetic was called. And the third piece is not for the living room. I'm actually going to put this up in my bedroom, but it's also really, really cute. There's a block text on the top, And then there is 2 plums. At first I thought they were oranges. So similarly, my home office setup is also very neutral, so I also wanted to add just a pop of color. So are we ready for the reveal? Whoa. Whoa. And since we're here, let's put the other small print in as well, so it's ready for the bedroom later. I'm measuring the distance from the top of the frame to where the hook actually is on the back so I can mark the placement accordingly on my walls. I'm picking a bigger nail and I'm going to hammer it in where my markings are. And voila, now you can hang the art. Think it's level now. But at last, the couch area is finished. Alright, living room lighting. We have the floor lamp, but I'm going to need a bit more light if I refuse to turn on any bright overhead lights. I got this Q Noguchi inspired paper lamp, which is somewhat confusing to assemble. But oh my god, guys, it is so cute, and once again, it's dimmable and uses a warm light bulb rather than a cool toned one. I also really wanted one of those cordless color change ball light thingies. I don't think this is where I will put it, but look at how sick this looks. And there's a remote to change the colors. I also saved these old IKEA LED light sticks from my old apartment that I almost tossed, but these are perfect to sit right along the windowsill. These lights are super easy to assemble and they just kind of connect like Legos. Okay, moment of truth. Whoa, truly not too shabby. I love refining purpose in old stuff that you almost threw away. Welcome to my new bathroom, which is very plain at the moment. The only thing I have installed is this green grid curvy print shower curtain. I just really easily attached them with one of these rolly shower hooks. Had to install this like the first day I moved in here for functionality purposes because your girl's got to take a shower without having a huge flood in her bathroom. One gripe that I have with this bathroom is it doesn't have built-in shower body products holder area. My last apartment had like a window ledge thing and I always put all of my bath products there, and it added kind of like a shelf for decor also. I really just think the shower is so plain and it's such a great vessel for more. I am gonna concoct a plan for this blank wall. What if I find a floating shower caddy? So I got these off of Amazon. They're really easy to assemble. You basically just put on this adhesive that have hooks on them, and then it hooks onto this like wired back part right here. You have a floating shower caddy, which I think looks so much better. Step one is we're gonna put on the adhesive. The adhesive actually needs to be on for 24 hours before I actually hang anything. Whenever you use adhesives on a surface, make sure that the surface is dirt, dust, and oil free to reduce risk of the adhesive not adhering properly.
I just want to stop.
In the meantime, I'm going to add a fluffy bath mat that is super cute. Now the adhesive has set, I'm going to hang up the floating caddy and start putting the stuff in. Okay, life-changing thing that will instantly transform your shower, and you're going to think I'm crazy and extra, but trust me, get a shower lamp. This is a waterproof mushroom lamp that I got from Amazon, and it's dimmable and it adds beautiful soft lighting to the shower area. Adding my trusted hanging plant to add some color and life. Well, I guess fake life, but you know, good enough. Then my daily products, and voila, the shower is complete and it has so much more vibes to it than before. Welcome to my home office. So I do have enough space in the corner of my bedroom to kind of put my standing desk. Let me tell you, I've been sitting on the kitchen stools outside that have zero back support, and literally my back started flaring up. If you guys have been following my channel for a while now, you know I am a full-time consultant. I'm also a YouTuber. I make videos here. A lot of my time are spent sitting in this little corner right here, hunched over like a shrimp. And on top of all of that, I'm also a competitive athlete. I put a lot of impact on my body already. As I do escalate in my 20s, I realized how much more important ergonomics is. Not having to deal with chronic pain is kind of nice. Before, when I was in my college days, when I'm just surviving off of like a $15 chair off of Amazon, my body was totally fine. I'll just keep like pounding it and skating. There are a couple key tips for good ergonomics I'll probably make a separate video about if you guys are interested. I am going to set up my chair finally, which means I will finally not have to sit on the kitchen stools. I have zero back support. So this chair I'm really excited about because it's not only beautiful, but it also has like 15 points of ergonomic adjustment. We're going to unbox this and see how easy it is to assemble. I think I always struggle with having a mix of like ergonomics and aesthetics. Clean flat surface with base number 1. Okay, so far so good. This is actually pretty darn easy to put together. Okay, finally we're gonna lower this onto the base. Okay, come on, we can do this. This is why good Pilates. Holy shit. That was definitely a 2-person job. Ooh. Oh my god, this chair is freaking amazing. It's so comfortable. Whee! Oh my god, I'm dizzy. Whew, spun a little too long. As a figure skater, I should really be more used to being dizzy. Alas, being dizzy on regular land is somehow more difficult. These armrests, like, they can go like this. Oh my god, this is so nice. Ah, this is what good back support feels like. Lumbar support thingy back here that you can like adjust. And you can flip this thing and it presses like into your low back, like a nice little hug for your low back. And once you get a nice chair, you cannot go back. This is an adjustable ergonomic laptop stand. Rule of thumb, number 1, your screen should be at eye level. When you typically work from a laptop, you're always looking down. Oh my god, it is so beautiful. Look at this. Last thing, these chairs also come with a headrest add-on, so I'm going to attach that now. Thank you, Branch, for sponsoring this video, and also, I got you guys. If you use the link in my description down below, it will automatically apply a 5% discount to your entire Branch order, so your low back can too be wrapped in a warm hug. Hello there, it is actually golden hour right now. This is why you guys need south-facing windows. The sunlight at golden hour is amazing. For this little corner on my desk, I'm gonna put some floating shelves here. I love these like kind of grid bulletin board thing. I love my old one, but unfortunately the old one kind of cracked when I moved at the bottom, so I'm replacing it. I love how you can just get these clips and you can basically clip any art to them, any sticky note, reminder. I adored this painting or line drawing. I actually drew this myself when I moved into my first New York City apartment, and it's one of the pieces I kept because I just really love how simple and beautiful it is. And then I have some postcards from Korea. These are from when I went to Busan. They're super cute. So I love traveling to places and collecting postcards and just clipping them onto bulletin boards. Like this vintage one from Japan is really cute also. Look at how cute this is. Another really great idea is clipping Polaroid pictures to this as well. Alright, next idea in my brain that I'm going to execute on is adding some floating shelves above my desk without absolutely destroying my walls. So we're going to come up with a renter-friendly solution. Measuring and making markings to budget for my standing desk height, so I know my monitor is not going to hit the shelf and wreak havoc. Okay, this came with these damage-free mounting thingies. Honestly, not sure if they're going to work or not. Exciting times. I finally got a drill. I have not been putting any additional holes into any walls for the last 4 years or so. I told myself after all of the hard work and repairs that I did to my old apartment, you probably peeped at if you watched my Ultimate New York City Apartment Unmakeover video, link in the description if you haven't seen it yet. When I moved, I told myself, okay, no more drilling holes. You will not get a drill. And here I am. We're about to drill some holes into my walls. Granted, these holes aren't super big, so shouldn't be a huge deal. The idea is to install these like nice looking floating shelves. They're not super big. The bigger the floating shelf, the bigger the hole you have to drill. I also got these. I got these like LED battery powered like rechargeable light sticks. You can put them underneath a cabinet or closet. My idea is to stick one of these babies underneath the shelf so at night it will illuminate. Right now, the only thing that provides light to my desk space is this trusted good old little lamp. This lamp has been with me since freshman year of college. Bought this lamp in 2016 from IKEA. As of this year, this lamp is almost a decade old. With that said, let's drill some holes. Oh my god, gross. Moment of truth, can I push in these wall anchors? How anchors work is you put this plasticky part into the hole you drilled and you'll line the holes on your shelf to it and then put the nail through and screw it into the anchor. Alright, full sun part 2. I'm still playing with decor ideas of what will go on these shelves, but I'm thinking a cute colorful poster print, and these shelves are also perfect for storing my big headphones. For best adhesion, I'm going to make sure that whatever surface that you apply adhesion on is clean. If you have alcohol pads on hand, that's probably your best bet. All right, we are finished. Here's a fun little time lapse of how I ended up organizing everything. Welcome to the bedroom. Movers helped me move in my bed, as well as my DIY floating headboard that I made from my last video. You can check that out. I was actually really scared at first if the floating kind of nightstand concept I was going for was going to hold up. The past 4 years, I have never had an issue. I put heavy stuff like books, candles, even water, and it has never broke once. But when the movers were moving it, they gave a fair warning because of the size and how it fit in the car. It's very likely that they would have to at least remove one of these. So that is unfortunately what happened. The one back there is still intact. I don't even remember what glue I used, but I did find this new Gorilla Glue. Make sure you check that whatever glue that you do buy does bind. First thing I'm going to start off with is my handy dandy sanding sponge. Because this broke off, there's a lot of uneven edges. I'm going to go ahead and just sand that right off. After sanding the wood smoothly, I laid my headboard down, applied the glue, and secured it around some heavy objects. Do not attempt to do this with the headboard standing up. Gravity is stronger than y'all think it is, and it will slip and fall off. Let's move on to wall decor. I'm so excited to show you guys how I'm going to create my DIY light up picture box. Things you will need: scissors, scotch tape, postcard or art of choice, this specific square IKEA frame that I cannot pronounce, so I'll put the name here, white paper, preferably heavyweight, but printer paper is also fine. So first, take the white paper and put your art over it. This is a trick to make irregular size prints fit in irregular size frames. Sometimes all you need to fill any tiny gaps is with white paper behind it. Take the scotch tape and roll it up so it's double-sided and stick it to the back of your art and then onto the white paper. Then I'm trimming the excess paper and then I'm going to put it into the frame. These IKEA frames also come with a mat, which is also helpful to standardize the look and feel of the art. I'm going to make 3 of these, so I want the art to have a cohesive feel. Look at how cute this is. All of these art pieces are actually postcards that I got from my travels in Korea 2 years ago. Now just rinse and repeat that 2 more times. And here are all 3 finished side by side. Okay, now let's measure the space above my bed. It's a bit tricky to figure out how to make these all perfectly symmetrical, but there's nothing a little bit of math can't do, even though I'm horrible at it. Okay, so how do we make them light up now? Remember these bad boys? Well, I have more of them. Simple as it sounds, I'm going to place it just on the frame. No glue, no adhesive, no magnet required, because these frames are the perfect vessel for these because they almost act as a little ledge or shelf. I've seen IKEA hack videos of people actually treating these as DIY shelves, and boom, you completely change the look and feel of your room for less than 10 bucks. Sidewall is still very plain, so I wanted to add something super renters friendly. So I went with these shelves that hang instead of the floating ones that I have to mount. These aren't super sturdy, so definitely just meant to hold small decor items. I am really excited. I got this on-air neon light thing that I want to put up against this wall. I think this is going to be my new setup of how my camera is going to be in my bedroom. So I thought it would be really fun and cute to have a sign that says on air when I'm filming. Testing out what my future video backdrop will look like. This is the sign, and I like it. I was a little bit conflicted at first. I feel like the neon light is like a slightly different aesthetic than everything else going on in this bedroom, but I think I like it. I think it adds the little bit of missing pop. I'm really happy with this decision. Okay, jewelry storage time. I brought over my half mirror, half necklace hanger thingy, so I was hunting for a good spot for that. And there's a perfect little nook that was just the right fit. So I'm just gonna hang it up real quick so all my tangled necklaces have little holes. For my bedroom windowsill, I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did in the living room because I have a couple more bars of the LED light stick thing. I also got a little sunset lamp to give the room a little bit more of a vibey feel if I feel like it. So in the corner, I have this 4-cube storage organizer. I got this beautiful orange retro style mushroom lamp, but there is not an outlet in this corner, which frustrates me to no end because my door is also right here. So if I stretched it over, I'm scared I'm gonna trip over the cord when I inevitably need to go pee in the middle of the night. But with limitations come creativity, I found a way to tape the cord to sit right along the edges of my door frame with a combo of good old Scotch tape and 1 2-minute extension cords. Hello and welcome to the closet. Since I moved in, I just basically shoved all my stuff in to the best of my abilities. My closet ended up having this thing in here already. I also have these like white cubes that I have from my old apartment. These are also great for storage inside of your closet. Here, this is the most kind of like eye level shelf when I sit down, like right here. Because my new bathroom does not have a lot of space for storage, I should really not be storing my makeup in the bathroom. I've done that for the last 4 years, even though I've heard it can be bad for your skin, your makeup goes bad faster because of all the humidity. I think this move has finally forced myself to dedicate a vanity space. I don't like having a standard vanity in the bedroom. There's a lot of crap, there's a lot of makeup. I don't want all of that just like scattered over my bedroom. It just creates anxiety for me. I'm gonna buy a smaller mirror to go here, and then I'm gonna buy some storage tools or containers. I went to the container store. I think I'm able to stack 2 large modular drawers. I really like the modular drawers because they're light, they're not a heavy piece of furniture that you have to carry around in your next move. And also from the container store, I've gotten a couple of other drawers here that I think I'm gonna put on this level. Just things like underwear and like socks. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if this fits. Not bad, not bad. Wait, it fits. It fits. I also got this belt organizer. It comes with like hooks. Every time I try to just hang my belt off of a hanger, it always falls off and it really annoys me. So this is such a lifesaver. Super convenient. I think this is the mirror. Wait, no, I plug it in. I don't think there's an outlet here. I really should have gotten a battery power one. I did not think that there is no outlets in this random hole in my closet. Okay, now we have the rotating shelves. I love how there's 3 modes. This is neutral or daylight, and then there's cool tone. I'm a warm light girly. P button is actually for brightening or dimming. Just gonna peel this adhesive backing off now. That, my friends, is pretty sick. Welcome to the entryway area. In my old apartment, it was slightly bigger in terms of there was kind of like a foyer thing before you got to the living room, but this new apartment is in fact a lot smaller. I actually had to get rid of my old shoe rack, which I really loved. The first couple weeks of moving in was like so chaotic. I literally had a corner for all the shoes that I unpacked that was just like sitting there. And that's also kind of disgusting because shoes are nasty, and I am Asian, and you know, in Asian households, the shoes don't touch like the first couple of inches of your doorway. If your space is small, get something that vertically stacks and is skinnier. One of these shoe racks right here, where it's actually slanted instead of horizontal. I know the questions are gonna ask me. I was a little bit sus at first too, and I was like, wouldn't your shoes kind of like be more prone to slipping off? But actually it does a pretty good job at keeping all of my shoes in. I love the fact that it has kind of like a top. Whenever I come home, I'm just like very prone to just like throw my shit everywhere. Random things like keys or like your AirPods. And it's kind of nice because you can add like a little bit of decor flavor to it too. That is the end of this journey and a start of a new era. I am so happy with what I was able to express and create in this space. In a weird way, decorating for me is such a therapeutic process. I love making my space feel like home. As you guys know, I was in my old apartment for the longest time. I made a whole New York City apartment unmakeover video, so feel free to check that out as well. If you want to see what my old apartment looked like and how I made that over 4 years ago, I also have a video on that. But if you like more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I also have a Patreon. I'll link it in the description down below. If you have the means to support, I would love to shout everyone out who is a member on Patreon. So please show your support because all of these videos do take a really damn long time to make. Also posting the fully decorated tour and reveal next week, so subscribe so you don't miss out. Let me know what other New York City videos you would like to see next. If you let me know your next idea, may just be the next video I make. Videos out every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. ET, so make sure you don't miss that by subscribing and hitting the notification bell. And yes, these days you do have to hit the notification bell to get notified. All right, till next time, I'm going to go take a nap because I am emotionally and mentally exhausted. Bye.
Night, I try to love, but your heart is made of stone. All my tears, they fall like rain, yet you leave me here alone. I gave you all I have inside.